like the fact of what he's doing.
Ocho,
I don't like the critiquing of our restaurants and having people and talking bad about our goddamn businesses and
Ocho,
like, dude, you know how hard it is
and I get it, Ocho,
for us to even get in the food industry and to have our own restaurant and stuff.
Ocho,
like, what are we doing?
Don't ask me to come to your house and then ask me what I think about it without asking me to give you my honest opinion.
Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for that.
A lot of these people, listen. A lot of these restaurants do DM him, ask him to come, but he wants to go. A lot of times, he wants to go unannounced and give people. That's what he is. He's a food critic. He's turned himself into a food critic. That's okay.
Are we turning something? Resume? What are the qualifications of being a food critic?
Go to a restaurant and do you like the food?
Keith Lee's doing God's work. There's so many parallels that I saw from this whole thing that happened with Atlanta. It just caught my attention. Book of Luke chapter 8 verse 17, for nothing is concealed that will not become evident, nor anything hidden that will not be known and come to light. Now, what does scripture have to do with anything? See, light just exposes what's available so we can see. If you light up a room, you will find what the condition of that room is for what it is. Whether it's well kept, whether it's not, it's going to show you. Seeing y'all beef over a man that just wants to enjoy food is wild. Now, I'm not calling Keith God, all right? I'm not. There's a God higher than him. But scriptures describe God as light. And what light does, it exposes. It exposes the condition of a room. It exposes the condition of your heart. Point number 1, people are begging Keith Lee for him to visit them. Point number 2, he keeps stating it's his opinion. He has never talked down to any owner or any business. And he has even told people, please do not go bully them or harass them. This is his opinion. And y'all want to fight him? But that's what light does. It exposes the condition. And many of your hearts are dark, even with light shining on you. If Keith Lee visited me and I had something going on, one of 3 things are going to happen. I'm going to be blessed beyond measure. My life will be set in ways that I could not imagine. This is what it's like when you put your trust in God. Another thing that could happen, I am exposed for things that I can correct and things I can just make a little tweak or maybe a couple tweaks and I can make myself better because he's exposing something that I could hold myself accountable and fix, which in itself is a blessing. Or the other thing that can happen is I can fight against it and reveal my pride and not willing to accept just basic criticism, and it will lead me to ruin. What about the guy who ran the food truck and Keith Lee visited him and people sent that man $40K through his Cash App? What about that woman who was selling chocolate and Keith Lee enjoyed it and she was set? She's good. What about the restaurant in Atlanta? I think it's a Jamaican restaurant, and he asked her how much you made today, and she said it was like a little over $2,000, and he matched it. In fact, he matched what she made that day. But y'all crying because he's not willing to lie to you about his opinion? His opinion isn't wrong. It's his opinion. I have a theory, and I really could be wrong about this, but I believe many individuals, you shake your fist at God and you hate everything that God stands for, yet you reject the very messenger that is going to bless you. You hate God and you want to be blessed and you hate the very messenger that's sending it to you. Even if the blessing is just something that you could just correct, that you can be prosperous and successful. What's his credential? Man looks at the exterior. Man loves to look at the exterior. It is only God that likes to look at the heart. If you don't like him, that's your business. But for the love of God, just take it as an opportunity to do better so you can serve people better.